also playing a little bit safe. So yeah, I think most wanted vigilante have to say goodbye because of the fact of the ambush that was done by Immortal Esports.
We are seeing once again, this is, I don't know how many times we are seeing Four Kings fighting against Kasa from the Ghost Town. We talked about this yesterday.
Mm.
It seems like they wanted to have a bragging right. It seems like they wanted to
Ah.
put and wave their banner from the Ghost Town. Is that going to be the banner of Four Kings? Is that going to be the banner of Kasa? If you remember, guys, from the previous fight from these two teams, Kasa able to clearly dominate Four Kings and allowing them to survive because of the save zone. But right now, there's no zone yet involved from these two teams. So this is going to be interesting. Kasa Raph knows already that two players from Four Kings are clearly close to them. The question is, how are they going to be patient? How are they going to plan things out, annihilating once again the players of Four Kings?
Oh, this is tough. I mean, like, this is the patience that needs to be prize or praise, as well as being credit to both of the teams, right? Because they are so disciplined, they don't want to have any mistakes being done, so they're just waiting for those, either one of them. If ever Cosa Nostra or Four Kings show themselves off, they will take that opportunity. But zone is closing in, so Winter is coming in, so they're back with a full squad. Winter gotta actually do that as fast as possible, get as much resources is needed, because at this moment Team Cosa Nostra probably has a better composition with their own weapons in their hands compared to the Four Kings, unless Four Kings can actually utilize the Cosa Nostra's movement or positioning, and it might actually favor themselves. But then again, 11 teams still surviving, and I think SS Prime just came back to the lobby as well. That's one more team back to the scene. 11 teams still surviving though. But moving on to the safe zone, there's so many teams at the outside. We do have a couple of teams at the center of our zone, but there's no one at all into our next safe zone. Our circle hasn't been touched by anyone just yet. So still focusing on Four Kings. They are not letting out at all this place. But at the same time, Koshna takes on Holy Father. Great shots coming through. At the same time, Tokyo trying to do some long range shot. Doesn't manage to pull through. But we do see Remy also been taken out. So this is a little bit good fight coming in from Cosa Nostra and Four Kings. Because of the timing they had been giving so much, it ended up giving favor to Cosa Nostra.
Good point as well, Fasha, because we're talking about how good the details, how good the Kasa in terms of position fighting against Four Kings. And here we go. We are seeing some great result right now because Kasa still got the complete squad. Although there's an added pressure, we're talking about earlier that there's no zone yet. Right now, the circle is definitely shrinking, and Kasa needs to move out in terms of their position, as you can see right there, in Tokyo being alone on top of this building because the only mission that he got is clearly getting the dog tag. Oh my god, what is just going on to Rav? Loses a lot of patience out there and doesn't know that Tokyo is hiding on top of that building, and because of that, they know already where to go, who will be the next target, no other than Tokyo. Gas is pushing through already, and let's see how long can they have a battle from the Ghost Town. Is this gonna be the Ghost Town once again of the Four Kings overload? And here we go, getting closer right now, closing out the Gap Shockwave, but that's not enough in creating a huge damage to Tokyo. Tokyo having the advantage. That's how clever he is, finding some perfect moment. And one of the players of Four Kings just came down just like that. Another reset from the Four Kings. This is the one that I'm talking about. Bragging rights. What kind of banner, what kind of flag that we might be seeing in a Ghost Town. So it's like, if I'm going to do some RG for the blackout map, I feel like if I go to Ghost Town, I might be seeing two banners waving, Four Kings and Kasa.
And I will avoid it at all costs. Like, take it. I'm done. Because look how they still survive at the outside zone. And Tokyo, I mean, I know for a fact that he's been trying to survive it out, and because he's been waiting for Holy Potter as well as Remy to come through, but he said, like, leave me. It's okay, it's fine. As long as you guys survive it out, at least you'll be able to actually go into the safe zone as quickly as possible. And I don't know whether they'll be able to come back and get the dog tag, but I think this is where the fine line that Falking says, or probably have to admit to themselves that they are too stubborn. They wanted to play along with Cosa Nostra and ended up this is costing their life. No, I'm saying it through. This is facts on facts, and they need to accept it, man. I'm not saying it as a bad things or I'm trying to actually put them down. It's just that sometimes take down your ego, man. Take down your ego because sometimes it's not worth it. It's not worth it for your ego.
I agree 100%. So it's like we're in a tournament. I know there's a lot of chance, a lot of any other moments to where you can fight. Maybe you can ask Kasa, come on, let's have a 4v4 in Ghost Town. But not in this kind of tournament. You got to be clever because you're fighting the 10,000 US dollars being a champion like this one, Holy Father. Finally, we're seeing some action from him and 3 kills in total as a team. This is the one that we are discussing about. Eagle, you gotta, you gotta think twice. You gotta make sure that, hey, remind yourself always that we are still in a tournament.
Mhm.
And in fact, in terms of positioning, in terms of overall rankings, right? You gotta have a better thinking. Maybe the Four Kings is really confident because on Overload they got a better position. They're at sixth place, right? So it's kind of like for them, well, we're at the top 10 already, so I don't think this is going to be a huge impact in terms of our overall rankings. And maybe that's the story behind it. That's why they cannot take down their ego, still fighting back to Kasa and still trying to do their best to get a win.
I mean, I agree on that note. I do feel the same sentiment. I think that the fact that they're confident, this is just day number 3. And pretty much some of the players, some of the teams itself, they want to gather as much information as possible of these teams itself moving forward to the playoff as well as grand finals. This is where the crucial points of if you get as much of input as much as what are the other teams are playing, how their gameplay are, this could actually benefit them along the line. So yeah, I mean, I do attack Team Four Kings too much just now, but let's see how they grind it off. Let's see how they grind it off here, coming off to the playoff, because we still have 2 more days to go. This is our 3rd day, and then it's going to be the next day. So a 1.5 day for them to pull through. So coming in right now, we got 10 more teams to go. Eminence, my boys. Come on, you are the proud and pride of SGMI. You guys were the champions. So I want to see some more, at least a little bit of juice coming in from your side. So there is some shots coming through. I'm not sure who they are shooting at. Are they shooting at VVV? I think
Four
so.
Kings.
Oh, Four Kings. Four Kings is around the area, but holy brother, Winter just almost close enough to be taken down. If only they try to actually go in for a fight, that could actually be a cost. But no, they actually went to go out and pick up Tokyo's Four Kings. I bow down to you. I bow down to you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say anything anymore. You guys do your thing. You guys do your thing.
They clearly know how to survive. They clearly know to somehow capitalize all of the vehicles around the area. And true enough, they managed to pick up Tokyo. Right now, they got the opportunity to do some regroup, seeing them complete with 4 kills in total. Kasa Raf is also flying down already after being caught off guard earlier by the 4 Kings. So it's kind of like another round for them. So it's like, how many times we might be seeing this kind of battle between Kasa and Four Kings? Who knows? That's something that we need to find out. But nonetheless, we are seeing we still have 10 teams to go, 33 soldiers on boots. Rigid this time being on top for the Group B. Can we see some greatness? And true enough, we are seeing some good formation. And Poison Ivy, on the other hand, they got a 2-digit kills, 15 total kill points from the Poison Ivy team Aquas. And there you go, Eminence. Let's see how crazy they are. Oh my god, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard, Pasha.
That's not crazy. That's sad. That is sad. I mean, I wanted them to be crazy, but the one that is crazy right now is Four Kings. And look at that. They were able to actually just gatekeep teams for the teams of Eminence and leaving only Lakos all alone. He needs to fix his armor plate and needs to figure out whether he can be able to actually get the dog type back again so that the Eminence get the full squad. Because unfortunately, around the area, there's Four Kings, and I think there's Team VVV as well close by. So from one team to another team, Four Kings just say like, we're done with Kosa Nostra. Now we're gonna get some kills. Now we're gonna shine some light on our side.
Finally.
Finally.
But in terms of formation right here, in terms of a position, VVV got the great vantage point. So all they
Mhm.
need to do is compose themselves and have a better angle with the rewind of the counter from Remy, able to survive. But that's going to be too late because of the huge damage. Kuzma is on the ground, leaving 3 soldiers only from the VVV. So let's see how are they going to penetrate? How are they going to really clearly have a better win fighting against VVV? And here we go. That's a great close quarter battle. Just like that. Winter saying goodbye. 2 soldiers remaining. Oh my god, the sign being traded as well. And Rara, let's see how loud he is.
Ooh,
Let's
ooh,
see how good he is. This is
Rora.
a fight
Ooh, ooh.
from the
Oh,
3v1
nice.
situation.
A great surprise attack coming in from Rora, but needs to fix the armor plate. The lifeline is also quite depleting, needs to actually reset it back just a little bit. Tokyo as well as Holy Powder. 2 players still surviving. Holy Powder is trying to shoot down, but no, the drop shot coming in from the AK-117. Again, there's nothing could beat AK-117 when it comes to BR, man. I mean, talking when it comes to the meta weapons, yes, AK-117 will definitely be one of the weapons that you can't mess around. But shout out to VVV, great job coming through. But Falkings will be the one who are at the top for that fight now. 7 more teams still surviving. Close by, it's gonna be Rigid trying to actually pull through to fight out with the team of Poison Ivy as well as Immortals. Rinka been taken out by Dre immediately. Now gonna give some damage as well with the Nova Gas as well. But at the same time, they gotta be aware of it because Rigid is very close by and Team Immortality does not need that crucial intense pressure coming in with the 3-way situation.
3 different colors that we are
Mm.
seeing right now. Hasbu got knocked down on the ground. Fire, finally, we are seeing them in that camera. It's Badre trying to do some reset in this brick house. You got to be careful because right now we are seeing the powerful and individual prowess of the rigid TSG. But in terms of number of soldiers, I don't think they might be able to do some back to back because they only got 2 soldiers. Same thing with Immortals Esports. Who know? Dre might be doing some quads or Cal TC doing the same thing. Let's see how it goes because that's going to be a 2v3v2 situation we are seeing from this location alone.
I mean, so harmony. Such a harmony community. One player right here in the compound on the second floor. The other one is on another compound on the ground floor. There's another team also at another compound on the down lower ground floor. So everybody is living so harmoniously. I love it. But the zone is closing in, everybody. So you gotta make your decision right now who you want to fight on. Rigid, they have the opportunity with their numbers around their area. Poison Ivy, this is going to be tricky because they are at the top floor, right? The only way they want to go away right now or go out is go down to the bottom and meet up with Immortal Esports. That's the thing. So, especially with the fact that they don't have much numbers, it could be a little bit too risky. But then again, on the other hand, it seems that Four Kings is just on fire, getting kills after kills, even though they are left with Tokyo all alone. 13 kills already in their hands. Does have a hacking class or the ice pick in their hands. So I mean, imagine having that one last man standing with the hacker class gets enough information for himself. So that's really good. But then again, right here, we're just still playing off right at the area of the ocean side or the river side, and it seems that Immortal Esport trying to look for that last man standing Blackfire right in front of it. Go